Okay. Then after that are two words here. Min dunin nasi. So duna and min. Duna. And then the next word is annasu. So original word is annasu, because annasu is from insun, alif, noon and sin. These are the root letters. The word insun means one person. Okay. And its plural is nasun. Nasun means pupil. It's a plural of insun. And when you put the word al before that, then it becomes the pupil, and al will remove one dhamma, so it will become nasu. And when you pronounce, then noon being a shamsi letter will kill the sound of lam, and it will be pronounced with a shadda, so it will become annasu. Annasu means the pupil. So word is actually written this way and pronounced annasu. Annasu means the pupil. Okay. Annasu means the pupil. Now, min means from, and duna is other. But when you combine and translate these, it means other pupil, other than, okay, or excluding. Okay, min duna is excluding, and this is a harf jar, so naso will change into nasi because harf jar changes dhamma into a kasra. And when you recite, you combine the noon with this noon and do not pronounce this alif. So the word becomes min dunin nasi, excluding the pupil. Okay, khalisatan, only for you, excluding rest of the mankind. Okay, annaso can be translated mankind. So excluding all the mankind only for you. Okay, so this is excluding mankind. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that this is your claim. You claim that only you will benefit from the hereafter, and no other pupil will enter into the paradise or they will have any share in the hereafter. So this is your claim. Now, if this is the claim that, and you know that hereafter has all the blessing and good things, that's what you claim, that only you will be entering the paradise and all those, then you should try to desire for that. You should try to rush to get to that paradise. And one way of doing is that you should desire or wish or pray that you die very soon, because as soon as you die, you will enter the paradise or benefit from the hereafter. That's the only way. In this life, unless you pass through the barrier of the death, you cannot reach to the next world. So why don't you desire for that? And because Jews love this life so much, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at another place says that they would like to live thousands of years if they are given the opportunity. They don't want to die. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that then desire for death, so you can reach to the hereafter as soon as possible. So that's the next word. Fatamannawul mauta. So let's look at the next word. Okay. So the root letters are Mim, Noon and Ya. and these are three letters, so belong to the group of fa'ala. Okay, and we make another bab from there by adding two letters in there. One is we add a letter ta, and in the middle letter, which is ayn, we add a shadda. Okay. So this becomes tafa'ala. Okay, if you pronounce it, becomes tafa'ala. This is a different ba where you make a bigger word by adding a ta in the beginning and putting a shadda on ayn, middle letter. So tafa'ala, so if you apply this rule here, this word will become ta, mim, and noon will have a shadda and a ya. Right? And if we put the same Arab, ta has a fataha, next letter has a fataha, this has a fataha, and this has a fataha. And so it will be pronounced as tamanna. Okay? And we can write down this together, ta manna, this way. Ta manna, because ya has the sound of fatha, so we can write down as alif maqsura. This ya is not recited because its sound has changed, but it's written there only. So the word is tamanna. Tamanna means to desire or to wish. Okay. Tamanna means to wish or to desire for something. Okay. Now, from this, we create the amr, is command, and command is tamannau. Okay, so tamannau, tamannau is a command, plural. Okay, and the meaning will be desire, wish. And it's a plural to all of them. Okay. Tamannau is a command, is an order. Do it means desire it, desire or wish. Okay. Far before that means then or so. So, okay. So desire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that. So make a wish or have a desire. Tamannau, so desire or wish. Okay. And the next word after that is mautun. So the root letters are mim, vav, and ta. Okay, and mautun is the word. Mautun means death. Okay, and when you put al before that, okay, so one dhamma will go away and this will become al mautu, the death. Okay, this is a noun, and the noun is coming after the verb, which is the tamanna. So when a noun comes after the verb, then the last letter dhamma changes into a fatah. And so the state of rafa becomes state of nasab. Meaning stays same. So the word becomes al-mauta, the death. Okay? So here is the word tamannau, and the word after that is al-mauta, the death. So the meaning will be then, if we translate separately, fa means so or then, tamannau, desire or wish, al-mauta, of the death. Okay. But when we read together, okay, we can combine this wow with this lam here, and we do not pronounce this alif. So this alif becomes a hamzatul wasl, and we put a little swad on it. Okay. Also, if you notice something here, that this word is tamannahu. So the last letter wow has a sukoon on it, and the first letter here lam has also a sukoon on it. So if two letters next to each other have sukoon, you cannot pronounce them. Okay. So in order to make the pronunciation, we will have to change the harkat on this letter wow. Now question is that what harkat we change? Should we put in a fatha or kasra or a dhamma? The most logical thing is that wow has the sound of dhamma. So instead of the sukoon here, we just put a dhamma on it for the purpose of pronunciation. So this will become fa tamanna vul mauta. Fa tamanna vul mauta. So that's the word for the pronunciation. So wish for the death. So desire for the death. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that wish for the death. If you think hereafter is on for you only, then try to rush to get it. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says after that in kuntum sadiqin. Let's look at these words. Okay, so again the word is in. In means if, the same word here, so it is a conditional statement. If, okay, and then the next word starts with again kaf, vav, and noon, which means to be. Okay, and again, these are three letters, so they belong to the group fa'ala. Okay, so if we have three letters fa and lam, which means to do, and if we put a tum at the end, okay, and pronounce fa al tum. Fa al tum means you, and the past tense, you did. Okay, fa'altum, you did. Okay, so this will become kawantum. Okay, if we apply the same rule, it will become ka, one, and tum. Okay, and you were. Okay, now wow here is a weak letter, so it will fall off, but before it falls off, it will translate its sound backward on kaf. So the sound of wow is dhamma, so kaf will carry a dhamma, and rest of the letters will say the same. Kun tum. Kuntum means you were. In kuntum, if you were or you have been, you can translate that also. Or if it's a continuous process, you can say you are. Okay, so this can be translated either way, and the easy translation will be if you are, because Prophet ﷺ is speaking to them, and it's a conversation between the Jews and Prophet ﷺ. So if saying that if you are truthful in your statement, or which means if you have been truthful in your statement, that hereafter is only for you. Okay. The next word is صادقين. So let's look at that word. So the root letters is Sod, Dal, and Qaf. It has multiple meanings, but the best meaning right now for this one is to be true. Okay? To be true. And the person of this action will be Sadiqun. So if you put an alif, it becomes the person or doer, Fa'ilun, Sadiqun. Sadiq means a person who speaks the truth. Truthful person. Okay? One person who speaks the truth is Sadiq or Sadiqun. Its plural is Sadiquna. You can write down Sadiquna. Okay. Or you can write down within a small alif here, which is correct to do that, Sadiquna. This means people who speak truth. It's a plural of Sadiqun, is Sadiquna. Now, so one more thing will happen is that this is a noun, a fa'ilun, and it is coming after a verb which is a kuntum. Kuntum is a verb because kawana was a 3 letters and we made the grammar kuntum from that. So when a noun comes after the verb, okay, its state changes. Okay, so in this case, and we know that when it comes, it becomes in the state of rafa. The state of rafa becomes the state of nasab, which means if there was a dhamma, it becomes a fatah. In this case, the sign of that is waw. So this waw will change into the state of ya, okay, because of the kuntum. So it will become sadiqina, which is the maf'ul, if you are truthful. So sadiqina means those who speak the truth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in kuntum sadiqina, if you are those who speak the truth, that you are the only ones who will enter the hereafter, then make a wish for death. Okay. In kuntum sadiqin, if you are truthful. Plural. Okay. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing the nature of Jews and Bani Israel,